All right, Shalom, where the Hebrew Israelites will come out here week in, week out to prophesy the downfall of America. So that the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that we are the true children of Israel according to the Bible. So that the so-called white man know that he is Esau according to the Bible, and that America is Babylon, and that it will be destroyed in the third world war, which is a nuclear war. So with that being said, we give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS. Salutes and honors to the elect, all the brothers across the four corners who are enduring the truth and sincerity, the men, the women, and the children who follow. Hey, we're going to get into the destruction of America. Because like I said, man, this third world war is going to be a nuclear war. It's going to be the end-all be-all for America. All right, it's going to set the righteous in their place and the wicked in their place. Matter of fact, before you grab that, I've seen servants on horses.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Yeah, man, everything is turned upside down right now. All right, so you have servants on a horse. A horse represents what? That horse represents prestige. It represents a higher nobility, right? So the servants are on the horses right now. Esau's on top of this place. He's running the world, according to the book of Job, right? And it said that, read it again.
Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 7. I've seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Yashal and the princes have power, right? And we were princes walking upon the earth. So we're in a lower estate. All right, but all that's going to come to end, or come to naught, should I say, when this third world war pops off, when the Lord, the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, comes back, or whose name is Yahweh Shai in the Hebrew, when he comes back with his band of angels, and they tear this place up, man. So, hey, what is going to be edifying? You got a preset? All right, let's go.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 in the GNT, verse 1. Babylonia, Asia, Egypt, and Syria, you are doomed.
You say you are doomed. Can we get that word doomed in the etymology? All right, go read it one more time.
Babylonia, Asia, Egypt, and Syria.
Babylonia, or Babylon, Egypt, Syria. All right, these are all names for America. It's not talking about separate places. It's all talking about America. America is Babylon, of course, it's the land of confusion. It's Egypt, you know, the land of slavery. You know, Syria is known. America is known as Syria, Asia. All these different places. We get that word.
When you get the etymology, it gives the word doom, right? In the verb sense, it says from late 14th century. From the late 14th century to judge, pass judgment on. The Old English word deman, which means deem, meaning condemn to punishment, pronounce adverse judgment upon.
Yeah, and I wanted to get it in the GNT because this is going to say it's straightforward English. Okay, so there's no private interpretation. It can't be taken any other way, man. America is doomed. America is destined for destruction.
Put on your clothes of mourning, your sackcloth and goat's hair. Cry and wail for your children, because the time for your destruction is near.
Yeah, man. So everyone's in a jovial spirit. Everyone's in a prosperity spirit. Hey, man, nothing but destruction is headed to this place, man. And we're getting closer and closer and closer each and every day that passes, each and every prophecy that passes, each and every one of these laws that pass, every time they try to move forward within their agenda.
I am sending war on you, and no one can stop it.
Yeah, look at Russia. Russia is gearing up for the nuclear war. You mean to tell me that they've been having these bombs since the 50s, since World War II and the Cold War on up? I know they made a so-called treaty that they were going to reduce their nuclear capabilities, but that's all bullshit. Because the scriptures say, 200,000? Can we get that? And they've been building these bombs since then. And now it's times of war. So you think that they ain't increased their capacity? Russia over there making them weapons. There's a war that's going to be started that you can't stop, that you can't turn back. That, as it says in Isaiah 13, you're not going to be able to your gold or your silver. Can we get that real quick? Go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Those Medes talking about Russia. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Good. No, that's, can you read up a little bit on that?
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Right, so America's not going to be able to pay its way out of this judgment that's coming to it. All right? The Most High is putting the spirit, like I said, it says stir up the Medes against Babylon. The Medes are the modern day Russians. Okay? And you're not going to be able to give them any silver, any gold. You're not going to be able to bribe them. All right? The hostility's already set. The judgment's already set. And that's through Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? So, hey, like the brother wanted to get that word doom, which means your destiny. Your destiny is what? To lose in battle. To be destroyed. Okay?
Revelation 9:15 and 16.
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Yeah, man, when this destruction happens, when those missiles are shot from one side of the world to the other, okay, it's not going to only hit the wicked. It's not going to only hit the 2/3. It's not going to only hit men. All right? It's not going to have any respect of persons to anything. You could be a tree. You could be a lemur in the zoo. If you're on the soil of America, man, you're getting toasted.
Think about it. America deserves that because look what they did when they went over to the Middle East, so-called bombing for resources, blowing up little kids' birthday parties and such, man. Right? Kids, adults, via women. Yeah, that's why I chose not to even look at that nigga. The old, pretty much America, when they want something, they go over to these countries and bomb them. They don't care who they hit, right? Which we know America. What says America when you should find them there first. Every time you find America somewhere, they're destroying men, women, children, old, young. So that same thing is coming back tenfold to them.
And then they call it a casualty of war. It's okay. If they kill 10 innocent civilians, but they kill, 20 terrorists, then it's justified. The greater good.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 9, and verse 15. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them.
Yeah, man, so he said that there's a specific month, day, hour, year that these missiles are going to be sent. And he said he heard the number of them, it was 200,000. All right? So what's that? That's 200 million. And all these countries have been building these missiles from day one. Once America got the nuclear bomb, or I say the atom bomb, and then it transitioned over into the nuclear bombs that we know of today, right? They had to stop building these weapons. You'd be a fool. Because, you know, you have the Cold War, they were building up these weapons. They knew that this was going to come back around. So then you have these other countries, like the scriptures say, have thou become weak as we, that had weapons as well. India, Pakistan, all right, Iran's building them up, North Korea's building them up. So hey man, those weapons are going to be used.
Like they making these missiles or put them in a museum to show, or oh look, I'll pass this missile down just as a, you know, as a token to my children. No, they're gonna use them for a purpose, man. As the Most High said, He created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire, which was who? Was that Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
Right? But now, like the brother mentioned, all these other places, like you said, history repeats itself. War has always been a part. To be honest, it's always been a part of life. Right? It's just that the terms of war, or the way that war is carried on now, it has advanced. Now they're using missiles. Back then they used to be what? Sword and shield. Now is what? Fire and brimstone. Okay?
This is Jeremiah chapter 15, verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she had sinned against the Lord.
Yes, so speaking about everyone's ability to use it. On who? On Babylon. As we said earlier, Babel meaning confusion, and land meaning land. So Babylon, the land of confusion, which is America, where everything is turned upside down, where women have authority over men. All right, when the alphabet community has the most power of anybody in this place. All right, where light is as darkness. All right, it's gonna be destroyed. Go ahead.
Shout against her round about. She had given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her as she had done unto her.
Yeah, man. So vengeance is gonna come upon America, man. Not only through the hands of Most High, all right, but also with these other countries. The hands of the men of the Lord via the Most High and these other countries, okay, via the missiles. But after this destruction, there's going to be no need for these missiles. That's why they're all going to be used. There's no need to hold a couple hundred missiles just in case. Because once this destruction happens, there's going to be no need for it, because we're going to be in a righteous kingdom, our kingdom. Go ahead.
Micah chapter 4, verse 3 says, and he shall judge among many people, and rebuke strong nations afar off. And they shall beat their they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks.
Right. So you have certain scriptures that say to beat your plowshares into swords. Okay? But this is the opposite. This is saying take your sword and make it a plowshare or a pruning hook. To do what? To plant, to cultivate. Because that's all there's going to be need for. Because there is going to be no war. No one's not going to be dumb enough to test the hand of the living power. To test the hands of Yahweh Shai, King David, and 12 on down. They're going to know. Everyone's going to know who this power is. Everyone's going to know who serves this power. All right? Everyone's going to know the ranking file, and nobody's going to test that.
It says, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
No, that's it.
You know, I just want to get a precept based off what you were saying. This is Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 12. I'll start at 11 and the point is in 12. Therefore thy gates shall be open continue. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men shall break unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. You know, going into what the brother says, making your swords and the plowshares, because they're going to be captives, being these heathen nations when the kingdom of heaven is established. Okay? Going to Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, we know who that people is, the nation of Israel. Okay? It says this, it's the point. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted.
Yeah, go ahead and try it if you want to. Go ahead and test that theory. And what, just turn your water off. Turn your lights out. Literally. Alright, go ahead back into the GNT.
This is back in 2nd Ezra 16, verse 3 in the GNT. I am sending war on you, and no one can stop it. I am sending fire on you, and no one can put it out.
Yeah, man. Because this is, the scriptures speak about the lake of fire, right? Which the lake of fire isn't so-called hell or the dominion of Satan. The lake of fire is America. The lake of fire is America on fire from the thermonuclear destruction from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean. All right, from Mexico to Canada. All right, and that's can we get the bird's eye view in Revelation?
This is Revelation 15 and verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous. 7 angels having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his MARK, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of the Most High.
Yeah, man. You're standing on the sea of glass, man. So this is after the destruction. This is after the MARK has been implemented. All right. After Jacob's trouble, after the missiles have destroyed America, and the elect have been beamed up into the ship, and they're looking down from the ships at America from a bird's eye view, looking at the destruction, and it's as a sea of fire. That's I'm just saying, you know, how people say, you know, hell or whatnot, or the lake of fire. It's not like an actual, like Carter Lake, you know, on fire. Or like fucking, you know, they don't know what Carter Lake is, but they know what Carter Lake is, you know. It's not like Lake Michigan on fire. No, it's the whole landmass of America being burnt up, being judged, ultimately. Can we get that in Genesis? The rainbow? You get that in Genesis, the rainbow. The Bible will say you get Second Peter.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 9, and verse 12. And the Most High said, this is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud, and it shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. And it shall come to pass when I bring the cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud. And I will remember my covenant which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh, and the water shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh. And
so the first destruction was by water, all right? The Most High flooded the whole earth, and every living soul died, opposed to the ones who were on the ark. all the animals that were gathered, the men, the children, the women who were on the earth. Okay? The Most High promised that he wasn't going to destroy the world by water again, and gave us a token of the rainbow as a proof of that. But he didn't say he wasn't going to destroy the world, period.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 6. Whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth which are now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Yeah, man, so this one's going to be a burning the fuel of fire, all right, for the perdition of ungodly men. Can we get that word perdition?
When you go to the word perdition, the Strong's G684, apoleia, which means destroying, utter destruction of vessels, perishing, ruin, destruction.
It said utter destruction, man. Complete whole destruction. Everything's going to be destroyed. Like the scripture says, it's not going to leave neither root nor branch. All right? Yeah, get it should be by burning the fuel of fire.
This is Isaiah chapter 9 verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, so historically wars have been fought, you know, with men, an opposing force, you know, versus another opposing force, and they would come together, and you would hear men screaming, you would see blood, all right. It was a real life battle.
It was just like in the Alexander movie.
Yeah.
They would clash together and it was confusion. They was just crashing into each other, people dying.
That's all. Like in 300, you know, like the Romans, they had their phalanx where they would have their shields up, and then they had the spears coming from without them, and you know that's how war was. But now it's going to be a burning of fuel of fire, because the modern day weapon, or you can say it's a gun, but the real modern day weapon is the missile. Right? Missile technology has come far enough that you don't have to be 5 feet for me to touch you. You don't have to be 2 miles for me to touch you. You don't have to be 100 miles for me to touch you. You could be on the other side of the world, and we can still touch you, and do it with an utter destruction fashion. Completely obliterate. They said, Russia said that they had, this is a few years ago, they said they had bombs that could take out a landmass the size of Texas or France. And when they worded that, they worded it for a certain way to let you know that we can take out an entire country if we wanted to. Or, to put it to America, you know, we can take out one of your biggest landmass states that has power. The same reason why there was an advertisement, not really an advertisement, but just like an illustration of Russia's power, and it had like the Florida Panhandle within the visual. Mm-hmm. They did that just to let you know that when we talk this missile talk, this is who we talking to. Hey, and it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He set this up, man. He's the orchestrator.
Yeah, that's powerful that you said that, because those are Edomites too, and the Edomites were given the power of spirit. You know, so just as America, you advancing, was at the bottom, you talking about Satan 2 or something like that?
Yeah.
It's going to be utter destruction. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Back in 2nd Ezra chapter 16, it says, verse 5, I am sending disasters on you, and no one can stop them from coming. Can anyone stop a hungry lion in the forest, or put out a fire that is burning in a straw, or turn back an arrow shot by a strong archer?
No, the answer is no. The obvious answer is no. The Lord's being facetious, okay? If there's a lion that ain't ate no wheat, and he see you in the prairie, or on the Serengeti, wherever you want to say, you dead meat, bro. You're not a tree that you can climb. You're not, fucking, what's his name? The fastest man in the world can't outrun this lion. Usain Bolt can't outrun the lion. He said, what did the scripture say? A fire can't be quenched, or an arrow that's being shot. You can't block an arrow back. Once that bow has released that tension, that joint is coming forward. You're not gonna be able to stop that momentum. And that's the thing. You're not gonna be able to stop the momentum of the Most High once his plan, or once his movie goes into action. Once the director says, all right, action, you're not gonna be able to stop what's playing until he says cut. And when he says cut, all right, and the camera stop, the nation of Israel is going to be on top. I want to try to run. Go ahead.
When the Lord Yahweh sends disaster, no one can hold it back. No one can escape the blazing anger of the Lord. When he sends lightning, no one can keep from trembling. And when it thunders, everyone is afraid. When the Lord makes his threats, no one can keep from falling to the ground in his presence. The foundations of the earth tremble. There is violent churning in the deepest part of the sea.
Yeah, man, how's that foundation of the earth going to tremble? When these missiles are hitting, boom, 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 boom. All right, it's going to cause earthquakes. It's going to cause the earth to roll like a drunkard, as the scripture says. And like I said, everyone's going to know what power is in charge. Everyone's going to know by whose power this is going on.
Even the creatures in the sea are in turmoil when the Lord makes his glorious power felt. He is like a mighty archer whose strong right arm bends the bow. His arrows are sharp and never miss their mark once they are shot out toward any part of the earth.
Yeah, like I said earlier, man, you can be touched from one side of the earth to the other. All right, and none are gonna miss his mark. All right, if one is set to destroy New York City, then it's toast. If one for Washington, D.C., then it's toast. One for Nebraska, so on and so forth, man.
He has already sent out his disasters toward the earth, and they will not miss their target. The fire has been lit, and it cannot be put out until it burns up the foundations of the earth. The disasters are on their way toward the earth, and like an arrow shot by a strong archer, they cannot be turned back. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. Who will rescue me in those days?
Which that really proves reincarnation, because this is Ezra speaking way back in the BC time, before Christ, okay? But he's saying, who's gonna save me in those days? Because in his flesh, he knows that he's gonna see this world again. Can we get that in Job? It's like in my flesh.
Oh, come on.
19.
This is Job 19 and verse 26. And though after my skin worms destroyed this body, yet in my flesh shall I see the Most High.
Yeah, man. Job knew and understand that we come back in reincarnation. Ezra's understand that we die and we come back in reincarnation. So we understand and we preach and we teach that, hey, this ain't the end all be all, man. Though our loved ones who have passed away, they're gonna come back. We've came back. And we're just playing out our lot, man. Lord's will we're able to see this destruction. Lord's will we get translated into our new bodies, you know, after the destruction. Nah, that's all I wanted to do that.
Quick precept, Ezekiel 33, verse 29. I started at 28. For I will lay the land most desolate, and the pomp of their strength shall cease. Which their pomp is their pride and their strength. Right? It says, in the mountains of Israel shall be desolate, and none shall pass through. Salaki, no, that's it.
Back in 2nd Ezra 16 and verse 18, troubles will come and many people will groan. Famine will come and many will die. Wars will come and the world powers will tremble.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be, Jacob's trouble is gonna be a motherfucker, for lack of a better term. These wars are gonna come. Famine's gonna come. You're not gonna be always able to just go down to the quickie mart and get a slushie. You're not gonna always be able to go to a Walmart, all right, and stock up on food. All right, the MARK is coming. Jacob's trouble is coming. All right, the stormtroopers are coming. If you don't know what that means, you know, the National Guard is going to be set up, as it says in 2nd Ezra 15. A man shall not get that real quick, brother.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Yeah, no, what? Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's right on point. Why? Because of martial law. That's what's coming. These are the things that are ahead of us. These are the things that we need to be prepared for. These are the things that they're not telling you.
Back in chapter 16, it says disasters will come and everyone will be afraid, will be terrified. What will people do when these disasters come? Famine, epidemics, troubles, and suffering.
Hey, you said famines, epidemics. Did we not just go through one? And people were out of their mind. They didn't know what to do but trust into the deceiver. And now look at them. They can't hack. They're becoming chemically castrated. People are dropping dead because they're trusting the so-called white man.
Famine, epidemics, troubles, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people.
Yeah, man, I believe it says scourges for amendment. Can we get in the KJV? What verse is that?
Verse 19.
Okay, go ahead.
2nd Ezra 16 and 19 in the KJV. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
Yeah, for correction. These are used for correction on the earth. Why? Because everything's out of order. As we said before, things are turned upside down. So
well, you go to that word amend, and the blue letter means to make a statement as well. And to amend means to bring together, to make amends. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord be punishing us to make amends, like for you to say, I need to go to the Lord. You know? 2/3 of the wicked don't think that, they go farther away. That's why I said the more, hey, let's get that in Isaiah. Let's get the definitions. The definitions both ways, the blue letter and the etymology to amendment. And then get that other precept that I was.
I got that Isaiah.
Yeah, definitely.
This is amendment. This is amendment in the etymology. Betterment, improvement, correction, reformation of persons. It says rectification, correction, advancement, improvement, correction of error in the legal process.
Yeah, so I stand corrected on that one. I must have got the definitions mixed up. So this one actually means pretty much to straighten you out. Okay, the Lord sends punishments to straighten us out. Okay.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 4. It says, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers.
Oh, no. Let me get the etymology first.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah. It's right there.
Etymology.
Yeah.
That was the etymology.
Oh. The blue letter. Okay, that's gonna be it. Make sure you say it before, because I don't know the difference.
I don't think amendment is in there, but amend is.
Amend in the blue letter is Strong's H3190, which is Yatab. It says to be good, be pleasing, be well, be glad. To be glad, be joyful. To be well placed. To be pleasing, pleasing too. To make glad, rejoice. To make a thing good or right or beautiful. That's
Let's get the word amend in the etymology.
God. Amend in the etymology is to free from faults, rectify. It says correct, set right, make better, improve. To correct, the mend part means fault, physical blemish, error, physical defect, fault. So kind of taking that away. That's about it too.
Yep. So these plagues and these curses are sent to say, or meant to say, damn, I need to get with the Lord. But again, 2/3 don't see it as scourges of amendment. They don't see it as like, rise of correction. They see it as a chastisement and punishment that they don't deserve. Okay?
This is Isaiah chapter 1 verse 4. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more.
Yeah. So Jake, that affliction, these scourges, the labor pains of Babylon. That's why we say to hell with 2/3, man. Because all these prophecies that are coming to pass, all these things that are happening. I'm sorry, I see it called all the things that are happening, and Jake just don't click. Okay. So the other day I was like getting a discussion with one of my relatives about flat earth. They're just like, I don't deal with all that. I deal with the scriptures, and it's like, what are you talking about? Like that was like in 2011, that was a thing that was something to argue about. But Jake is so out of the times that you just getting into so-called waking up, and it's like, no matter, you can't tell a person nothing that is just waking up. The reason why I say that is because scriptures tell you can't do it. They're a fool, right? And I ain't talking about you came to the truth. I'm talking about you think you know something, And then for two, if you're just waking up, the alarm clock went off years ago. So you're just lazy. So, that says enough in itself. You know what I'm saying? And, especially when you're coming in like hey, check, did you know what I'm saying, that they're trying to, that COVID, 9/11 was real, and you just come in and you try to, teach teachers, But Jake, Jake's supposed to come up to the teacher day. Damn, he was right. saying this years ago. But, you know, that's just a personal connotation. You know? But Jake will wait till the last minute with the Lord to be telling you, look, I'm coming nigh, man. And he gives everybody a fair warning, you know?
Ecclesiastes 12:1, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Yeah, because hope that is seen isn't hope. All right? Of course, when the house is burning, you got to get out of there. You know, when it's up in flames. You know? But when everybody, the house gets like a frat house and everybody going to the house and shit, and I'm like, man, I wouldn't go in that house, it's dangerous. Ah, man, you just hate me. But when it's flame, everybody, well, you shouldn't go in there. Oh, you're right, you're a prophet. No. You know what I'm saying? So if it don't work like that, right, it's laughable. How much more in the spiritual element? When the Lord says, come out of her, my people, okay? For this place is polluted, shall destroy you with a sword destruction. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my degree. The Lord ain't done with me yet. You know? Like I heard that as a recently. And I'm like, man, I'm just grateful. Well, I was like, what? I was asking somebody like, what kind of legacy would you leave behind if you were to go today? They say, oh, nah, man, I don't even think about stuff like that. Lord ain't done with me yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck do that? Where's your time? You know what I'm saying? You kind of get an unction, but you don't know. You know? So my point, I was insinuating that you're supposed to give us this day our daily bread. Like, with another scripture, be grateful for the day while it's called today. You know? It's just that I know Jake is so wrapped up with death that they either are consumed with it or they're in fear of it, okay? That's why Jake ended up being the hoods, they wave a gun or they shoot somebody, the most popular person. Because Jake is either, they're so stricken by death that they're consumed. Okay? People that can take life, people that can give a life, like people just stuck on, Jake is stuck on death, man. You know? Delve into that.
Get back into 2nd Ezra chapter 16, back at verse 19 in the GNT. Famine, epidemics, troubles, and suffering are sent to punish and correct people. But in spite of all this, they will not turn away from their sins. They soon forget their punishment. The time is coming when food will be so cheap that people would think a time of peace and plenty has arrived. But then, disasters will spring up everywhere.
Deceiving their own selves, man. People think that this system's just gonna keep going on and on and on forever, man. Like, the Most High, he's not gonna come back. People don't think that, like the brother was saying, man, the Lord ain't done with me. He's not gonna come back in my lifetime. You know, my son's gonna grow up and buy me a house and be in the NBA or whatever they think their child's gonna do.
This is gonna create the thief in the night concept, you know? So that's the Jake ain't gonna Jake. How is it like a thief in the night to one person and not to another person? Because another person is alert.
Yeah.
Makes you alert what makes you not alert. It's the fucking world, man. You know, the signs of the times. If a fucking 6.0, 7.0 earthquake hits in Mexico or fucking Central America anywhere, oh man, it's fucking crazy. Papa's gonna be like, man, this earthquakes in diverse places, man. Jake just see it as a fucking another natural disaster. Okay? Y'all see the pandemic as another bummer. You know? We see it as like, oh, what the hell is Esau up to, man?
Yeah.
You know? I was watching the news the other day, came out with another, why is everything dying again? Now it's like, damn, bro, like, you just got through with something. You just wearing people out with your fucking, what this says, scripture say they wear them out with the sorceries and shit. You know what I'm saying? All these fucking lies. You know? Not the one who say wear out the saints. This is another one where he
There's the multiples of something like that.
The multitude of that sorcery. You got.
It's Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 13. It says, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
Yeah. You know, can we get the the NLT?
Con.
Because he's always fucking coming up with shit, man.
We're going to the NLT, Isaiah 47 and 13. All the advice you receive has made you tired. Where are all your astrologers, those stargazers who make predictions each month? Let them stand up and save you from what the future holds.
Yeah. How we gonna get these niggers? All right, how we gonna get these niggers? Every fucking you come back out the meeting, how we gotta get these niggers? What the meeting about getting these niggers? Was it successful? Yes. We gotta come up with another idea to get these. It's like, God damn, bro, you're not done? Like, you know? But it says, like I said, would they not leave some grapes? But that's what we try to explain to our people, the wickedness of Esau. Esau has no limit. Jake be thinking, Esau, alright, bro, you was wildin', we cool. Let's start over. No, Esau be like, cool, you know, with a knife behind his back. Or you gonna start over. Yeah, I bet. I can't see you to another country, but I can fuck you over again. We'll figure that out. You know? That's Jake, man. Esau, what it says, a leopard changing his spots. You know, can a leopard change his spots? You know? Esau can't change his wickedness, man. You know, let's get that. So roll with it. You know? Yeah.
This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
Yeah, that's why they weary, because they can't even go to sleep unless they do it. You know? Yeah, he's losing sleep over it, but he's doing it so much that he's losing sleep over it. You know? If I don't do it, I'm going to lose sleep, but I do it so much that I'm just up all night. You know?
And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
Yeah. Hey, what it says, one scarf a day keep the reaper away. You know? Yeah, one piece of wickedness a day keep the reaper away. That's how Esau continues his life, man. So why is there? Oh, let's start over. No, the scriptures tell you that he's not gonna sleep until he calls somebody to fall, until he takes somebody down. If it's a country, resources, he that nigga on belly with the banana, man, like that shit. You know, that's that nigga looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Go to work and you know, look like you did your job and stand around a bunch of other niggas and look like y'all done around a white, you know, around a white manager, you know, and he got everything, you know, but their ass be on a fucking phone, you know, that's Esau. He ain't gonna rest till he see you oppressed, man. Yeah, playing game. You know what I'm saying? Over your work area. You wake up, come on now. Hey, like what the hell?
It's really that perpetual hatred that he has toward us. That was written. You know? It's Jeremiah 13, verse 23. It says, "Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good."
Hey, Barry Bonds, you know. What is it? No. What's your boy name?
Sammy Sosa.
Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa don't count.
Yeah, man.
Mike don't count. You know? You said Steve Nash?
Stacey Rose.
Say Jason Williams. Steve Nash, Canadian.
It says, "Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil."
Yeah. So Esau's accustomed to doing evil. Look at the things he created. He made cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Well, Dad made cigarettes. He made cigarettes a product for the whole world. You know, and cigarettes is just a minor example. Nigga made fentanyl. Okay, the nigga made a nuclear missile. Okay.
Even with the concept of cigarettes, there's a difference between smoking tobacco and smoking tobacco laced with nicotine.
Yeah. Lace. Something that's already good. You know? It's like lacing acid with a bomb. Yeah. This nigga just sell it to you. It's unstoppable. You only can get it when you got a bomb in it. That's when it's only worth something. If I catch him big ass by himself, you know, see you up the river. They'll talk about how he did with somebody during the pandemic that they shut down, when they shut down the businesses, then they opened them back up, and then they shut them down for like 2 weeks. That the dude, one of the businesses stayed open, the only business in LA that stayed open. It's a story, I don't know how true it is, but you're saying how they stayed open, and then the government came down and pretty much shut off his electricity. You know what I'm saying? And then the people came, the neighborhood came and gave him generators, gave him, you know, shit to keep his business open. And then the government came, after everything opened back up, they still came and they walled his store off. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't about spreading, it's just about I told you not to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To control and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? That's how wicked Esau is, man. You know? It ain't about right or wrong, it's about doing what I told you to do. And the most of the shit he has is an agenda to do some more wicked shit. He want everybody to close, all the mom and pop businesses to close down so he can buy it up and gentrify or put his little, you know, 6G, 7G, QR codes, all this other shit. Just to do that so you ultimately get to the mark of the beast, you know? But this is the type of shit he do. Meanwhile, you try to take care of your family, you know? You know what I'm saying? Getting sweating and shit. This nigga, I want to own everything, so I'm about to fuck your life up. You know? That's Esau, man. Look, he created insurance. This nigga's a damn demon, man. Yeah, it's great. That's just, like, the concept of insurance is baffling. You know? Like, why? You can pay insurance, pay $200, $150, $300 a month for 18 years, never have a wreck. Shit might go, you should go down, see 200, 150. But, nigga, I done paid off a car. Just, like, leave me alone. I done paid a car note for about 18 years. My driving record should be reputable. You know, but it ain't about, you know, the insurance they protect or is to protect you. No, it's for them to make money. The medicine industry, you know, it's they don't even want to. The doctors are incentivized to deal out certain medicines, okay? Because how can we assume or say anything like that? Because medicine companies are the ones that give hospitals money, okay? Not only they get money from patients, they get money from niggas who sell Tylenol or when they create Tylenol 9s and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, how the fuck you think they give it out? Okay? That fentanyl and shit, man. That shit's in hospitals, man. Shit. They're talking that shit like, because they try to pass that shit by me. I had my son we in the living room. I said, hey, you want some fentanyl? Nah, you good. You know what I'm saying? Even my ribs, she was like, nah, I ain't putting that shit in me. Oh no, it's our fentanyl. It's like, it's good, the good stuff. Like,
Our fentanyl.
It's like, nigga, it's fentanyl. You know what I'm saying? Because there's fucking, it's nigga rig fentanyl. Then you got fentanyl. But it's still fentanyl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This new shit. That wasn't no thing back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And even a instructor told me that, like, even when a doctor is a doctor, they or even in the medical field, they have assigned abbreviations. You know what I'm saying? Like an RT means it's a RRT is a rapid response team. So when you start doing stuff, you have to use an abbreviation in the medical field. So if somebody broke their arm or they caught a heart attack, there's an abbreviation to describe that thing. If they're prescribed a medicine, there is an abbreviation to prescribe that thing. There was a situation, this is how potent Esau's fingers are into society, because everybody think medicine is meant to heal us, make us better, but it's really a fucking corrupt ass system. Because I think it was like a certain Tylenol that the abbreviations was too long. So the people, the doctors was like, I don't feel like writing this long ass abbreviation, so I'm gonna go with the other drug that's equivalent to the Tylenol, if not better. And that company started losing their money. And so they said, hold the fuck up. They went to the abbreviation. This is pretty much going to the amendment and saying, change the amendment, I'm losing money. You know what I'm saying? That's equivalent to them doing that. A medical company went into a medical, a medicine company went into a medical industry and told them, no, do it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, say your drug, and somebody getting shot, your drug calms them down. But it can calm them two down, so you tell the fucking, you put out a fucking, a mandate to the fucking paramedics that you only can do 5 compressions instead of 15. This is the type of power that they have. Like, no, turn to 5 compressions, because with our drug, it only takes 5. But for a human to make sure they're all right, you gotta do 15. Nah, but, because y'all, we want y'all to use our medicine. Change the rules to 5. Go retrain everybody in the fucking world because of our medicine so we can make our bread. Oh, my medicine killed you? Mine made a new medicine. Okay? That's the goofy shit they do.
Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and write grievances which they have prescribed to turn.
We talking about prescriptions, huh?
It says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right of the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless.
Yeah, they do that in every aspect. It fits this. It fits how they manipulate the nigga woman and tell them they can be powerful and great and better than their own their what's the word? Their counterpart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know, like a counterpart, male or female, men. I want to say it in that light. But you know, the whole point is that it's the same thing. Right and grievousness, you're equal. You know, there's a assault on women. Then there's, you can't assault women, but then you got child support, you got all these other things, but you're equal. You know, they write grievousness which they have prescribed. And then a woman's so stupid, she's thinking, oh Lord, they finally looking out for me. No, they're taking everything that will help you out. Because Esau is a father of lies, man. Okay? That's why the scriptures say, ye are your father the devil. You know what I'm saying? That's, as a matter of fact, let's get that. Because the brother going over the destruction is coming. But I guarantee you there's Jake out here saying we bugged out. There's a lot of Jake out here saying we bugged out. Look at these niggas. But the world is going to shit, literally. Okay? Look at this shit, man. This is a public service area right behind us where you can just take this shit. And Omaha this ain't fucking Philly. This ain't, fucking, downtown Seattle and shit. This is some regular, well, decently kept neighborhood, man. Okay? On the public area. Alright? But it's trash everywhere. You know why? Because everybody here to fucking work. It ain't worth the money. You know what I'm saying? Jobs is going to shit. Fucking bridge in Philadelphia. You know? Babylon going down, man. Babylon going down and nothing Esau can do about it. Yeah, let's.
This is St. John chapter 8 verse 44. Ye are of your father the devil.
Yeah, so while Babylon going down, Esau's creating his lies, Jake is still riding with him. Like, I see y'all, I understand y'all big riders, but this niggas is losing now. He's losing. The prophets is coming across as being right. Nope. Don't hear that. That's y'all goofballs, man.
And the lust of your father will ye do.
And the lust of your father will ye do. Okay? So our people gonna act like the devil, man. That's why they're called heathens, man. Okay? Because you're commanded by a different spirit, man. You're under a different covering. You ain't under the covering of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's not your big brother, he's not your father. Okay? Satan is. Well, you're under, hey, my house, my rules. When you're under this house, you go by my rules, nigga, still, nigga. Yeah. You see that? You see y'all over there? Yeah, but he can't beat you up. Go fuck with his bitch. You got a gun. That nigga can't stop you. That's Satan. Go listen to DMX, man. You got tons of songs. Man. Even DMX understood the concept of good and bad thoughts. Niggas think their most accepted thought is the right thought. You know? Like, I'm hungry. I should take this. Yeah. Cause I can sneak it. Yeah. You know? Because I can do it and I created the reality in my mind. It's a right action. That's how Jake think, man. They're fucking impulsive brute beasts. But they're wise in it. You know? I need some money. Oh, he got it. Take it. Figure out a way to take it. You know? Instead of fucking working for it. You know? Wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. You know? I know I'm all over the place. Let's get back to it.
It says, he was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth because there is no truth in him.
Yeah, that's Esau. That's the so-called white man. There is no truth in it. Okay? There's lies. So I was saying the flat earth, the Big Bang. You know? This nigga said, yeah, what the fucking goofball nigga that be on there with Joe Rogan and shit, the black nigga.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
Yeah, we're looking for one. All we need is one miracle. The science just needs one miracle and we'll be done. He's pretty much saying that to make science more right than the Most High, they need one miracle. Because the only way that anything that's created to exist, it has to be created by something more complicated, and it's eventually going to go back to the Most High. So they don't want the Most High to be the end. They want a miracle to be that beginning. They want a miracle to say, oh, it was a random event that would never happen again. And that's how it all started. And I can explain the rest, you know, between numbers and statistics and this and that. Yeah, the Earth separated. It was 200 megahertz. And then the tectonic plates pushed, and then it pushed in a certain way because the North and South Pole, you could do all that goofy shit and try to explain how the Earth got how it was today. But eventually, once you keep going back and back and back, we're like, well, what started everything? Exactly. You know, you're going to have to say the most. Yeah, when did the lights come on? You're going to have to acknowledge that the Most High started it. Because how everything's in sync and it doesn't happen in any other universe, or you haven't seen it replicate through that big ass telescope you got, you should see Earths popping up. Or at least popping up but not popping up right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like eggs with chickens. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get it, you know, sometimes you just get a regular egg. Why ain't, you know, boop, ba pow. Oh, well, we almost had another one. Why that shit don't happen every fucking 1,000, 5,000 years, nigga? It's 2,000. Nigga, we ain't close to one warming. You know? Thousands of years. Hey, it should be another one generated. You know why it ain't generated? Because the Lord created heaven and the earth. Okay? He created all this existence. He is the existing. Okay? Not that bullshit in your mind. Not real.
Says when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Yeah, like look, if somebody came and it's like this evil, you know, nigga, and he took all the watches in the world, all the clocks, you know, Esau be assed out. Like the whole concept, he took everybody's understanding of 9 o'clock, 2 o'clock, all that. That'll be a fucking technology that will be lost. But if you can't take away the sun and the moon and the earth's rotation in winter and summer and spring and fall. Don't give a fuck what time frame or what lifetime you're in. You're gonna have a concept of continual time via Yahweh Shai's creation. Same thing with people. You know what I'm saying? The people that Esau's creating, you gotta keep creating this shit. Fucking AI machines and shit. That shit can't reproduce. Hell, try to turn you into a robot. How the fuck you gonna reproduce? You got fucking quarter of your DNA and shit. You know? You have DNA, you have power drills. You know what I'm saying? The fuck you gonna recreate?
Sexy ass toaster over there.
Yeah, that baby gonna come out with no neck.
Yeah.
Like,
It says, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Yeah, Big Bang Theory. Jake believing in the Big Bang Theory. Yeah, we come from monkeys. Bible's written by man. When Jake say that, they're speaking Esau lies. You just ate at his root, because ain't no nigga gonna come up with no stupid shit like that. Niggas don't come up with stupid shit. It's false. You know? Credit cards and shit. Like niggas don't be coming up with grand schemes on how to take over the world. Niggas is too into themselves. They just wanna, you know, Big Meech, beat him up. He ain't wanna take over the world. Hell, all that, you know what I'm saying? Esau looking at too much power. This nigga just trying to go to Miami. You know what I'm saying? This nigga just wanna go to Dubai, fuck some bitches. Esau trying to get uranium and shit.
Right.
You know? So he don't want you a power for a whole different reason.
Says, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
Yeah, Esau is a liar and the father of it. And those who cling unto him, it's gonna cling unto death, man. Okay? That's just simple and plain. There's nothing good that can come from it. Scripture said, nothing good comes from it is occupied in evil, man. Alright? There's no good and I'm gonna kill everybody until everything's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing good that comes from it. Even when we was born, man. You know, it was a good reason, but it's like, shit. That make beefs. How you think we beef with the so-called Palestinians to this day? It's really the Sudanese. Those are motherfuckers we should war with all the time, man. Why? Because we kicked their ass out of our land. Because technically, they were there first. Okay? But we beat their ass up. You know what I'm saying? But in a real way. We didn't do it sneakily how Esau came over and oh, buddy. Hey, buddy. Go to sleep, that boy got a brick, nigga. That little crazy yell. You know, that's how Esau came into America. The fucking monkey barely knew how to survive. You know? But the Gadites helped his ass, man. That's a different subject.
So wisdom of Solomon.
Hey, that shows you, the scriptures tell you, show mercy to the wicked, yet will they not learn righteousness. So that shows you shouldn't trust Esau. There's a historical account showing you this nigga came off the shores, dying, fed him to life. Then this nigga just lied about your history, bro. Like completely tried to genocide, completely lied, and then after he did all that, he stole your records to steal your land. You know? But Jake say, oh, they could be forgiven. But you can't forgive a Jake, man. Y'all already know what we say about that shit. They forget Esau about everything, but can't forgive Jake about stepping on his shoes and shit, man. Holding on and all that goofy ass shit.
So wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 24 says, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it.
Yeah, you're gonna find that sin. Like there's nothing good that could come to him that's occupied in evil. There's nothing good that come to you if you fucking with Satan, bro. Satan it's you know, I don't get it. Like crack may make you feel good, but I never seen a good-looking crackhead after just being involved with it. You know what I'm saying? Even a healthy crackhead, they just look like regular people. You know, like you're like this. You know, regular people. You would kind of walk in the crowd, but you can be like, kind of old young. You know what I'm saying? Kind of loose skin, kind of loose and shit, but you know. Then you got crackheads. But that's how this world is with the gospel, man. Not with truth and lies. You can't say with the gospel. Alright? Because there's people that just blend in, people that just don't just stick out like a sore thumb. You know? Go ahead. Can you read again about the shot? I lost train of thought.
So wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 and verse 24 says, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world.
Yeah. So we were talking about the ways of Esau, the ways of Satan. Okay, and our people. That's why it's a beautiful thing to be in this gospel, and that's why the Lord said, "Can two not walk together? You know, be not unequally yoked with an unbeliever." And He made it like that, so that way you can't sit there and say, "Well, I ain't know." You know who the prophets are, because they're living by the name of it, man. They're not trying to get no money out of you. They're not trying to get you to sign up for something. Okay? Prophets it is what it is. It's time for you to get kicked out, you're gonna get kicked out. It ain't gonna be like, oh, we need his money. No, it don't work like that. If you diligent, you working, and you really in it for the Lord, you're gonna flourish. That's how it works in there. This ain't the world. Niggas ain't McDonald's. This ain't whatever warehouse factory you work at. This ain't Uber. You're not an Uber driver. Nigga, you can't cheat the system. You can't say you took a picture, ate that shit, and then get your money too. You can't do that in the gospel, but niggas think they can, you know?
It says, Wisdom of Solomon 2:24 says, nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side do find it.
Yep. So that's why we cling onto the spirit, because when you're feeling the spirit, you should not fulfill the lust of the flesh. You know? And walking in the spirit is to be selfish. That way, when things are happening in this world that are obvious, if you're tuned into the spirit, you can use use logic within the spirit and abandon the logic of the world. You know, oh, I gotta work like this, I gotta live like this in order to be successful. When all it really, if you knew this motherfucker about to burn up, half that the real success would change for you. Your foundation would change. You know, and that's the world. I had to go back. Your foundation will direct you where you got to go. Let's put it like that. So if your foundation is the Lord, that means you're building on, you got a wall of growth. All your walls of growth, discipline, patience, the laws, the Lord's will, prophecies. You're building your whole house based off of this. But Jake and the world have their foundation in Jesus Christ, but then they have, you know, the prophecies. They have half the laws, so they got half the wall here. Then they're gonna replace that with hood shit. You know, don't snitch, all that shit. So now they got brick, then they got paper mache, okay? For a fucking wall. You gotta have solid wall, meaning you gotta have everything in your foundation gotta be Bible, 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 okay? Just like I said, somebody came to me about the flat earth. I said, the Lord said the earth is a circle, it's a globe. So I'm not adhering to it. I don't care how you break it down. Nigga, you can create the whole fucking shit over in my face and I still ain't fucking with it. Alright? Because I have to be that way. You know what I'm saying? Not that I want to, I don't care. Nothing else works outside of your how about shimmy out shot. So if it don't, you know, that's how all of us should be. But Jake get fooled by Satan. Meanwhile, the Lord has prophesied for this place to be destroyed, and Satan tell you, nah, bro, go sell that. Nah, go on the internet, make that bread. Ain't nobody, you know, you can stop after a while and repent or get your shit together. You know your son ain't gonna see, you know, we can delete it by the time, you know what I'm saying? Not kids in the fucking classroom getting bullied and shit. Mom out there pee-popping on silicone bitch. Pee-popping on high fructose silicone.
Yeah, that's a new era of bullying.
You can't dodge that. You're my chilling in class, they still carrying slide in front of your face, your mouth getting busy. It's gonna hurt you, boy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is the world we're living in, you know? But this comes from Satan, man. Like that one video I watched a long time ago, you got them cowboys, and he walked up to this dude, and he had a washing machine. This is a washing machine. Like, well, how do you run it? It runs off electricity. Well, gotta pay the electricity. Now we gotta pay you. We ain't working for ourselves. We're working for you. That's how it works. Esau, yeah, you wanna fuck with me? I'll give you. You ever had this? They'll give you some Kool-Aid, bro. You know what I'm saying? We all know how Kool-Aid hit. But no, nobody sees the after effects of the dying and all that shit. And then now, years later, you got cancer. Or yeah, cancer, which comes from a lot of sugar. You know? And other things. You know what I'm saying? Like seedless watermelon. Oh man, I could just eat it. I don't even gotta worry about shit. I gotta spit it out. Like that is a fucking inconvenience.
Right.
You know? Esau, oh yeah, we took out the seeds. Like, no, they ain't giving you no more seeds, so you can't grow them. You know what I'm saying? Now they telling our law, nah nigga, the law pop up, nah nigga, you can't have no garden this size in your backyard. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna find you. Can't have a business open past this time. And we gonna find you. But you can keep your hospital open. You know what I'm saying? Or you can keep your Walmart open. You know what I'm saying? Esau be on that bullshit. He judged, but he judged not right. So why is our people following this nigga, man? You know why? Let's get into Sirach. The rich man speaking. You know? That's why niggas follow. Because y'all a bunch of clowns, bro. Y'all dick riders, man. Y'all have no integrity. Okay? You're supposed to stand behind what's right.
This is the book of Sirach 13 and verse. Can I pull up a couple verses?
Yeah.
It says, rich man beginning to fall is held up of Sirach 13 and 21. A rich man beginning to fall is held up of his friends, but a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends.
Yep. So that's why the Lord made the prophets in this state. We're in a bunch of different states, but we all, our appearance is always, that's why they call us bums. There's brothers that well off, but the way we present ourselves, and it's not purposely. We came out here to teach, and we came out here with the energy of a man of authority, but we came out with the energy of a regular person. So Jake can't deny that the Lord ain't come for him because we came. You know what I'm saying? In his name. So you can't say, well, I don't know, how the fuck you can't have no confidence that the Lord ain't dealing with you and he chose people who look like you to do this work. You know? You could look at us and say, I want to do that. And you could chill out here, listen, and do what the hell you're supposed to do in the spirit, and you could do it. Like, it's not easy, but it ain't hard either. We know we're all across the four corners of the earth. We're on YouTube. You could just watch and then cling on and then do it. So there's no excuse.
It says, when a rich man is fallen, he hath many helpers.
Yeah. Look at these celebrities. Fucking I don't even know what the fuck going on, but everybody talking about this fucking YK Osiris shit. You know, it's like, what the fuck? You know, there's niggas do that every day. Truck, the grabber by the pussy, like niggas do that all the time. Why is it so magnified? You know what I'm saying? I know it's a negative thing about it, but everybody makes it more extreme. And Jake been grabbing by the pussy since he was young, man. Yeah, just people idolize. They expect their idols to not do that, you know. So that shows how much Jake followed these people, you know.
When a rich man falleth, he hath many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify it.
Yeah, Oprah get on TV and say all kind of shit. Jay-Z get on TV and say all kind of shit, some old wild shit, and people accept it. They don't go do no research, no nothing. We sit there and we study all week, man. Every week we study. Learning. Come out here and say Israelites are dark skin. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here. Like, really, like, no, you know what I'm saying? You don't give me no chance. Like, god damn, nigga. Like, bro, like, all you gotta do is open your spirit up to what I'm saying. But that shows they are that fall of the devil. That's why niggas deserve to die, man. What is there? There's no hope for a fool. Okay? There's no hope for a nigga that's not in the gospel, man. That's why we say least you repent, because I ain't dealing with no nigga. I don't think no prophet's here to deal with niggas. And even if you're in a nigga state, you meant to be the elect later on, you ain't gonna be fucked with. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking around, if that was me in the world, I'm walking, hey nigga, where? They gonna treat me like a nigga. Get the fuck out of here. The world gonna fuck your ass up unless you repent. I repent, oh, now I'm over here. You know?
It says the poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him too. He spake wisely and could have no place.
Yeah, he tried to speak his peace. I did it because of that. Niggas home. You know, niggas get fighting it. Man, see that block, man. It's like the earth moved. And oh damn, it's heavy. Like nigga could fucking break his leg. Oh bitch ass nigga, get up. Get your weak ass son, nigga quit. They can do you that, man. You know?
It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he said. They extol it to the clouds.
Yeah, look how, because the Lord is telling us the characteristics of people. That's why it says the foolishness, one of the elements of foolishness of preaching. Because it's almost redundant to for one, the Lord can wake everybody up. But for two, we're yelling at people that don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? It's like fishing. And fishing in a pond, but you're only gonna get like 1 or 2 fish. But your goal is to get like thousands every day. But they got this other shitty ass pond full of catfish, and niggas snatching 1,000 every day. You know what I'm saying? Or they got a net, you just pay for the big net, you cheat the system. You know? That's the Israelites that pretty much learned that way from their predecessors. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really believe, they just know it works. So they just do it. It's about time. Some people just have a good memory. Some people don't believe they have a good memory.
But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
Yep. So if we were to break something down, we were to do anything that would cause us any to put smut on prophets' names, do a violent crime or anything. You already know vocab putting up 80 episodes, man. All these other cats putting up episodes, okay? Because they can't wait. They didn't make an exception, the rule, the standard. Yes, this is what the niggas do on a regular. Alright?
They'll take a clip from a video, you know what I'm saying, and demonize that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Look at the tactics they used against Andrew Tate, man. You know, that was the way that the world reacts to him and how they did it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a misogynist. He did, like, they label and lie on niggas so much that you don't even know what the fuck definition of lie is. You know, and let's say you have a Lamborghini and a Bugatti and a cigar, you're misogynist. It's like, what? Let's get the definition of misogyny. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that associated? Well, it's all boiled into it. Because I'm being a man, I'm a misogynist. But that's what they do. They like to label, and they have enough power that when a rich man speaketh, you know, even Andrew Tate, yeah, he's a rich man, but the government's the richer man. Okay? So he's poor compared to the government, so when they speak, a lot of people just flow with it. You know? And even these little niggas that listen to him, they listen to him because he has money. You know? Well, that's again, slacking. And like we keep boomeranging it back to the prophets. That's why it's a beautiful thing. The Lord's a master chess player because he put us in a real NPC regular thing, but the voice and the music, we're the only ones playing music. Okay? Everybody else is yelling out their boxing, we're playing music. So it's very distinctive. But if you're a nigga that got your windows up and you blasting your own music and you see us, you're just gonna see it as a sensual thing. Meaning these niggas that they think because they got a degree, they read whatever book they read, and they watch every YouTube video they watch it, that they can ride up the street, listen to Lil Webby and look at us like they had their portion. You know? No, nigga, we're playing different music. This music, we playing this a live band over here. You don't know nobody. Yeah, they got a lot of niggas playing music, but they're playing it. We out here with the real. It's a difference between Prince and Chris Brown, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
It's a difference. But you would never know the difference if you're not a person that really deals with music. Okay? Now you talking about dancing, it's a difference between a Chris Brown and a fucking regular Chinese dance group. You know, there's a nigga that can actual dance, there's a nigga that can fucking move together and it look like dancing. 1 and 2, we all go up and then go this way, and then we do that. And then it's gonna look crazy. Yeah. If everybody do it, it's gonna look like a fucking movie. You know? But that, you know, we just saw it in Earth, but that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? If it's real, you'll know. It's true, it's real. That's why Vocab said we the most sincere out of everybody. You know? He still think we some crazed animals in his mind. That's it, yeah.
This is the etymology of misogyny.
Yeah, I ain't want to do it, but I was in my spirit to ask for it. Yeah, that's the spirit, you know?
It says hatred of women from Greek, misogynia.
A cigar is a hatred of women. I hate women so much that I'm not to light a cigar. Okay? Hey, I'm going to sit with my legs open. I hate women so much. No, it's not that. We're just doing shit that, we're doing man shit. And you don't, this world don't like, they want the world, this world, like we said, Esau is pushing out lies. He's pushing out an effeminate energy. You know what I'm saying? Once you push out so much effeminate energy, your resistance is going to be low. He's trying to take away the guns, and he's effeminizing the men. Who the fuck is going to resist him? You got a bunch of estrogen-filled going to war. Everybody got their pitchfork, and you see this nigga next to you. Oh, shit. Yeah, everybody agree. The transgender. We ain't gonna win this one. I can't do this.
Yeah, I was on social media the other day, and chick put up a post that said that we need more Disney princes, so that young boys can see, you know, men how they supposed to be and girls to be princes, Prince Charming basically. Men need to be hard. You know, men need to be brought up by men.
The truth is very effective. Again, look at entertainment. Look how long. Look how many Disney movies they gotta put out to program, and they gotta keep putting it out. So you gotta keep seeing it. All they gotta do is tell the truth one time, and they'll snap you out of it. Wait. Fuck seedless watermelons. Yeah, nigga, that shit don't make no sense. No seeds, they drag you back in. You know? But the prophets will take you out. There's people that's whistleblowers. Man, that was the inside job. That's how the people feel. You start Googling these fucking destruction, demolitions and shit. Doesn't make too much sense. Look at a regular building topple over, you're gonna be like, ah man, hold up now. Then they'll come up with this rule, false information. Legalize, drag you back in. They're gonna demonize you in a certain way that make everybody hate you. Again, being a man, they want you feminized. They want your estrogen level high and your testosterone low. You know what I'm saying? That's why they want you passive. That shit fucks with you. That's why they want you drinking. That shit fucks with you. It fucks with your testosterone. It fucks with your pineal gland. It fucks with your processing ability. So they want you docile, so they tell you, yeah, we go up. You're gonna be like, yeah. You know? Yeah, and all they gotta do is do a move, because you so fucking shit fucked out of your mind with all this shit that you don't know what's real and what's fake, man. You don't know what's helping you, what's not. It's like eating chicken and Mountain Dew. Once your body gets used to it, you stop. You might die. Yeah, you might go in the shot. So it's just like these niggas with the world. If they come into He's supposed to be a that right there. That's Robin. Lost my train of thought. Stop driving right there. Got no concern outside with records. Distraction. Somebody could be having a kid in the front yard, lose their child messing with this shit. Try to make it deeper than what it is. That's what they do.
I got appreciate it. It's Matthew 24 and 22. Except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Called all y'all Bashim Al-Shai, you know, because we're headed in a time, everything, it's beautiful, man. Like, we joke amongst our brotherhood, like y'all niggas make it hard not to be arrogant, you know, thinking you could, cause I be like thinking I can't make it, and then I see y'all, your honest can get some pussy. I said, ooh, I'm still on track. I'm like, oh, I was 144,000. I know I'm ahead of them niggas. I know I'm ahead of the nigga. We about to smoke, get some pussy. I said, yeah, much polygamy. No, that is not fucking 80 prostitutes. It's not polygamy. You know what I'm saying? Polygamy is having multiple wives and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not fucking a lot, but having multiple wives. Now, ain't nothing wrong with dealing with that, but the nigga don't lie.
That shit what it is.
Yeah, about to get some pussy, bro. I'm young and I'm feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said, I don't, you know what I'm saying? At least, you know, we'll tell you can do that. It's straight, yeah, you can do it. I don't want to say it because niggas just going to uproar, but you can do it. Nigga, do that shit. Lying, bro. Hat. Bunch of hat rats.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For sure.
So all the ideas, laws, you know what I'm saying? I'd be scared as hell driving the car over there. Woman about like that. Not like him. Turn corners like that, boy. But yeah, so what did he turn around? He turned upside down. The order of the children, order of the household, the money system, how people are paid, even just communication. This nigga got like the communication. This show you, this is proof that his way ain't right. The most advanced way of communicating. We are here today, and the most advanced. I can video chat a brother, I can call multiple brothers, I can DM a brother, I can email them, you know what I'm saying? Do all kind of things. Got hella technology, but people communicate the least right now. It's the most horrible way to communicate nowadays. Pick up trying to get your shit fixed. Talking to operator. You know what I'm saying? Zero. Operator. Give me a person.
Representative.
Losing his shit in the most advanced place of technology, state of technology. This nigga got there, and the communication is horrible. All this like a substance. Talking to people, clipping, like the brother say, clipping out people, shit is so much fucking shit. You could make a lie with this advanced communication.
Yeah.
Putting filters on a nigga face.
For a deepfake?
Deepfake?
A deepfake?
Oh yeah.
Where they basically take this video and take our voices and then just change what the audio is actually saying, but it's saying it in our voices.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's AI. Because AI can listen to you like they doing with Drake and all that, the rappers and shit, and putting this rapper on this song, and it's the exact same song, it's just their voice. You know what I'm saying? And it can make your fucking mouth shit. You know what I'm saying? How they had the fucking Joe Biden shit going ham. It's like, and you know it's fake, but it's like, God damn, bro. Like, fuck, bro. Like, but all this communication, and it's just everything's getting more confusing. That's not how things are supposed to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, good is good and bad is bad. Nigga, like, you know, you can't sit there and say, hey, you do this and it's gonna work out for you. And then I'm doing it and there's bad things that happen. It's like, no, bro, it's working out. It's like, no, it's not. Like, I broke my arm, this happened, this tragedy happened. You know? Only thing that's worth it is Yahweh Shina Shai, suffering. Alright? Because the world don't pay you back. You go and sell your soul. What says, what good is it to gain the world? And what gives a man to gain the world and lose his own soul? Okay? Because the world passes away, man. Okay? The things that niggas be doing, like the women. Prime example, working on my career. The Lord gave your ass a menstrual cycle that we're in. Blessed is the woman shall be saved in childbearing. Esau told you you'll be saved if you had a good career. This nigga told you can find a man in your dreams. And he told you it makes sense. You have money, they have money, y'all get together, and all y'all got money. Y'all gonna like that. Everybody like money, right? Yeah. Not knowing a nigga won't order. Men won't order. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they just fed them these lies. And the lies are too good for them to turn around. You know? That's his world. That's why the place gotta be destroyed, because ain't no winning, ain't no beating Esau. Even, like, the truth is undefeated, because they ain't gotta do nothing. But we're not gonna convince none of you niggas with this gospel. The truth will convince you. So when you say the Lord's gonna destroy the place, when you get destroyed with it, that's what's gonna convince you. When we tell you the MO to the T to the B is an RFID chip, when they start shoving that shit in you, that's gonna convince you. The truth will convince you. But the prudent, the spiritual people, they're convinced before they have to. As we want, that's boomeranging on back. What? Hope that is seen is not hope. You know? This is a hopeless generation, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta see shit. We gotta look like Israelites, man. We gotta. No, we believe in this. Okay? That's all. You can tell sincerity from a mile away. All right. Yeah, we you got one. Somebody got something new.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, and verse 12. It says, "A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished."
Yeah, man. You know how important it is to be prudent. Like, niggas should be tired of losing and saying, okay, I'm just gonna do the same thing. Like, you should be like, okay, let me try another way. You know what I'm saying? That would happen to my spirit. I know it's like everybody ain't me, and I ain't special. But hey, I was in the world, bro. I did a bunch of shit there. Like, bro, none of this shit worked. Y'all told me, you know, this college shit is it. There ain't nothing but a bunch of niggas dancing, stepping, this. I don't even know if you get a job for real. You know what I'm saying? You going to the fucking streets and shit, and it's like everybody's fucking backstabbers, and everybody's chasing after money, can't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? And then you come to the Lord, it's refreshing. It's water, it's air. It's refreshing like that. It ain't amazing like a sugar rush. It's refreshing. Okay? But some niggas like Kool-Aid, though. They don't want water. They don't like being in a homeostasis, a peace of mind where everything's operating okay. Where you level it. Not going outside. You don't mirror this shit. You know? Some goofball shit. As a man of Lord, bro, I'm alert. But I can't survive in them streets no more. Because I ain't alert like that. I'm like, bro, I'm covered. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just walking randomly. But I'm meditating on, I'm doing this. That's why when I go in the world, I forget half this shit. Because I'm not thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about myself. It is true. I'm thinking about brothers. I'm thinking about gospel. I'm thinking about prophecies. Oh yeah, work. Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, I told you I was gonna do that for you Tuesday. Fuck. I'm thinking about this lesson. You know, I'm talking your ass, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Let me get you out the way. You know? Yeah. So at the end of the day, man, Esau, this place is gonna be destroyed. Babylon, which is America. Esau is trying to take you down with him. Because this nigga think I don't say what he think. The nigga trying to take you down with him. Alright? He's teaching people all the attributes of getting fucked up. Okay? The Israelites, there's Israelites that will repent. And when you repent, you have to continue, you have to grow. You have to fight the good fight of faith. Alright? And you 2/3 and to brothers in the know, dealing with they ain't gonna get it. And if they will get it, they'll get it when it's time to get it. Again, you got niggas that in the world that they may be elect a year from now, 2 years from now, if it go that far, right? But at the end of the day, that's when they're gonna be the elect, and that's when they're gonna get treated as such. But right now, you're gonna get treated how you present yourself. Okay? I don't give a damn if you're a homosexual. You're gonna be put to death if you don't repent, because a man that lies with a man shall be surely put to death. Now, if your ass come back like, oh boy, I'm not gay no more. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I can't say nothing about it, right? But don't take that MO to the T to the B. You can't sit there and say, well, I ain't a slave no more. Nigga, you signed that forever contract. Blaspheming the Holy Spirit and that MOT to the B, there's no returning from that. Okay? So that's why it's important to be prudent, because eventually they're going to be some fucking permanent decisions you're going to make. So make them now while you got time. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to clean a room when you got fucking 3 weeks. You know, you got 2 hours. It's different. You know? So with that being said, I give all praises.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
I say never answer our apostles or elders. No, let's say I take you for another team.
Shalom.